Welcome to Question Everythang. Question of the day. Do ghosts exist? Huh?
I think they do.
Why you think ghosts exist?
Well, I mean, think about it. Everybody has a ghost story, right? Everybody's always had some kind of spooky thing that's happened to them, or maybe somewhere they lived that just didn't feel quite right, you know? And it's
Quite right.
quite right.
Didn't
feel quite right.
Yeah, because things don't be feeling quite right. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Bill Cartwright.
But anyways, and you got so many like shows about it. There's so much evidence, you know, there's so many things you see that just point to paranormal activity. And when you think about it, it's like there's got to be some things going on when people die.
Yeah, like she says, ghosts are pretty much they're very common, you know what I'm saying? So it's like most people that you talk to would say they exist and they're real and can tell you of somebody at least that they know that went through some ghostly shit in their life.
Yeah.
I got a goddamn story too, you know.
What's your story?
Hold on, you know, I ain't even activate story zone mode. Story zone activated. So man, you know, growing up, we had boxers, you know, and I ain't talking about. I mean, we was boxers too, but I'm talking about the dogs, you know, little boxers.
Me too.
Yeah. What colors was yours though?
Brown, like tan and white.
With the white little chest.
And then I did have like a brindle one too.
Okay, so
she was the fat one.
The brindle ones look kind of messy. They patterns look a little dirty, a little muddy and shitty. You know.
Are you racist against brindle dogs?
I'm just saying, man. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't as pretty as the other ones. Shut up.
Wow. Anyways, about the boxers.
So yeah, we grew up with boxers. Okay, you know, and we had two boxers growing up. You know, since we was little kids. So we grew up with them, but one of them got stolen. So we only had one boxer, you know, after a while.
They stole your dog?
Yeah, they wanted to breed our boxers. And my daddy was like, nah, we good. And then we came home one day and there was only one on the porch and that family moved. With our goddamn boxer.
Dog and moved.
Yeah, they probably just offered that nigga a slab of meat, you know. Hey, you want the meat? Hey, get over here.
That's terrible.
Yeah, we were sad for a minute. But so his brother was the one that stayed with us for the rest of, you know, his life. You know, he was in the family for 14 years. He expanded past his normal expiration date. You know, boxers ain't supposed to last that long. Yeah. So his name was Kato. You know, that was my man's in there. Good dog. Protect the family and everything. So he passed away. One of the saddest days of my life. Before he died, all right. He used to always sit up under the computer area. There was a computer desk we had. We used to always get on there. And he used to always sit right up under you. You know, so you just pat his head. You know, if you was eating something, you know, he'd be, do a nigga bone or something. All right, there you go. You know what I'm saying? So he used to always just post right there because, you know, usually you eat when you on a computer and shit. There you go, motherfucker. So that was his spot. So shortly after he died, my sister was on the computer and she got up to go to the bathroom, you know what I'm saying, because I think she had the bubblies. And she came back like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, got them bubblies off. And she's, oh okay. She was going back to the computer desk and she jumped over Kato, you know, because he was in the way. Hey, watch out, Kato, and jumped over him and sat down. And then she realized, wait, that wasn't no goddamn, this nigga dead. And she went down there and like put her hands down there. There was nothing there. And that's when she realized, oh shit, he's still here. You know what I'm saying? Still looking over the family.
So she actually saw him there. Like she saw him
physically sitting there like he usually sit.
Yeah.
And she jumped over him. She said, hey, Kato, watch out. Because, you know, he always just be in the way. Just waiting for the food and shit. And then she realized after she jumped over him and looked back and then, you know, he wasn't there. But, yeah. So that was an interesting ghost story, you know what I'm saying? I always felt like his presence was still around and he was, you know, still doing his job, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Making sure we good.
You know, that reminds me of one of my, it's not a story of mine really, but my stepmom, she's got this cat that, well, it's not I mean, they call it Ghost Kitty now. So they used to have a cat. And we still got 2 of them around, but they used to have this cat. And she was always getting sick and everything. And she was my stepmom, Laura. That was Laura's favorite cat. And she would always like lay up on her while she was reading. And she didn't really like anyone else, but she loved Laura. She would lay on her all the time. She was real fat. And she was just getting sick all the time. Like she had diabetes and she couldn't clean herself right because she was so big.
Is that shit all over her tail?
No. But so it got to the point like we were having to spend so much money on her trying to like you know, she had to have surgeries, she had to keep going to the vet and everything.
You ever step in her dookie?
No.
She ain't never like not like missed the little cat litter and just dookied on the floor.
No, actually she did used to do that, but I mean I didn't step in it.
Why not?
Anyways,
so
they had to. Her name was Smokey, and they had to put her. They had to put her to sleep. And but so sometimes, like my stepmom Laura, she'll be getting ready in the morning. You know, standing and you know you stand and do your makeup and shit.
Yeah, that's
and
how I do mine.
The cat used to like rub up against her legs while she was getting ready, and so now she'll feel something rub up against her legs, and she'll look down and there's nothing there.
So she still be rubbing dookie on them legs even though she gone.
And then not only that too, sometimes Laura, like she'll be laying in the bed reading and she'll feel a cat like jump up onto the bed because it used to, you know, like I said, it was fat. You could feel it jump up and you could hear it make it like a thud
she can
sound.
Hear the thud?
She can, yeah, and feel it, like feel the bed move and like there's no cat there.
Ghost thuds?
And sometimes too, also like the cat used to sleep up under the covers and so it would leave this big lump up under the covers. And she said sometimes like at night she can, like when she wakes up or something, she can kind of see the thud and then she'll go and there's nothing there. She'll go to try and touch it.
So the thud mound will just
the mound will be there and then she'll like go and touch it and there's nothing.
Shit, let me see a goddamn ghost thud mud mound.
She's just like, oh, it's Ghost Kitty. Like she doesn't get afraid by it, you know? She doesn't think
what if it ain't though? You know what I'm saying? It could be some pervert nigga up under there. Yeah. Rub my thud down, huh? You know what I'm saying? You never know. That's why if I seen that mound,
all right, I'll tell her to beat it with a bat next time.
Exactly. I'll wake up. Oh, okay, that must be Ghost Kitty, huh? Okay, that's no problem. I'll grab my goddamn wrench. There goes Kitty. Ring, ring, ring. That's when you find out that pervert was in there the whole time. Ah, my nuts. Oh.
Tell her to sleep with a wrench next to her.
Yeah, tell a wrench to sleep with a wrench. You know, wrench.
And then I have a couple more stories too.
Oh, so there's more.
There's more. But so one time at the house that I grew up in, that's where my mom still lives. My great aunt and uncle lived there before us, and they died there, and so we always, my whole family, me, my mom and sister, like always have had some weird shit going on there. And not weird like bad, like creepy, but just like weird stuff, you know?
Like what?
So this one day, I used to work at Jimmy John's, and it's a sub sandwiches, you know? Like... I love that. Anyways, I had to wear a visor. And so I was like running late for work one day, and I'm looking everywhere for this fucking visor. I looked for like 10 minutes all over my room, and I was tearing everything up. I literally took the blanket off my bed and shook it and like threw it back on the bed. It wasn't anywhere. And so at one point I left the room to go look for it like in the living room, kitchen, anywhere else. And I couldn't find it. So I walked back in my bedroom, and it was just sitting on top of the blanket that I had like picked up and shook out and just like piled back. It was just sitting right on top, like perched on top.
I don't mean it's a ghost.
Where did it come from then?
You could have shook it up and then it got stuck up top.
And I just didn't see it.
Cause you shook it and you turned around looking, and it got stuck up top. And then when you left the room, it dropped back on the bed.
Okay, I'm sure that's what happened.
Yeah, I mean that's plausible. Yeah. You know.
But anyways, that was some weird shit. I was looking everywhere for that thing, and it was nowhere. And then all of a sudden, it's just perched back up, like, you know, cherry on top.
You just perched like a cherry on top.
Perched like a cherry on top.
Like an eagle on a perch.
Anyways, and then another one too. So yeah, from the same house. The one I was just talking about, the one that has all the weird stuff going on at it. So my mom, when I was a kid, she dated this guy who was like abusive, and he was just a total asshole. And so and he lived with us for a while too at that house. And the whole time that he was in that house, the lamp on my mom's bedside table would flicker, and it whenever it was on, not just like sometimes, like, and it never it never did that before, and then after he was gone, it stopped doing it. But the whole time he was there, it flickered.
Meaning what?
Meaning this motherfucker is an asshole, bitch, get rid of him.
I've heard stuff like that before,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, you know.
But it's funny that we both have the animal things, because I feel like a lot of people have a kind of animal ghost stories, or like, you know, they say that animals can see ghosts. Mm-hmm. So dogs and shit will just be barking at something in the house for no reason, or, you know. Yeah. They catch footage like that all the time when people try and do different tests of, you know, whether they got spirits in their house and shit. Mm-hmm. So. You
gonna tell them a story about that monkey? What, the monkey and the donkey? They used to pee on your donkey.
What?
Do you ever wonder why they even exist? You know what I'm saying? Like, why they don't go on to the next dimension, or the heaven, or the hell, you know, or something.
Yeah. I think that, you know, like that. I think they're here, like, when they have, like I said, a message they want to send, or something they're trying to do. Like, the whole lamp flickering thing. Like I said, I think that was them kind of looking out.
Why they couldn't just whoop his ass, though?
Because you don't ever really hear about physical, like...
What you mean? You hear about that shit?
But I don't think it's as common. Maybe some of them have more abilities than
why
others.
Is that? You know what I'm saying? Why can one ghost...
I'm not the ghost president over here, okay?
The ghost president?
I'm not the god of the ghosts.
You sure late. You don't know nothing.
You little brat.
God damn it. My thing is, why do some of them have more powers? That's what I want to know. Like, why can some... You hear motherfuckers getting their hair pulled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then other ones you just get, you know, like the lamp flickering.
Yeah, I mean, I had a friend I knew. She was taking a dump one time. No bullshit. She was taking a dump one time, and she said she felt something push her while she was on the toilet reading a little book. Hey, what the? You know? For real, no bullshit. So it's like, you know, how
that would freak me the fuck out.
Yeah. It's like, how do they get the powers to
physically
that's it, you
know,
impact?
good question. Does it? Yeah, it's like, what are the rules in the ghost world, you know?
Exactly, that's what I want.
Are they, you know, are all of them allowed to come and fuck with people? It's like some of them can push you, and some of them just gonna make your light turn on and off. Yeah, can a ghost kill you? I would, you know, I don't know. I'm sorry, I feel like I keep interrupting you.
You goddamn right. You're gonna be a ghost and keep fucking around. Shit. Then we'll find out. Shit.
And what do they do when they're not doing stuff here?
Yeah, do they get?
Is it like, you know, he doesn't know the show Danny Phantom. Who know? Like, anybody know that? Anybody know about that show where there was, like, you know, he could... I honestly don't remember it that much.
What, Danny Phantom?
Danny Phantom.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. The theme song was like, Danny Phantom, da-da-da-da-da-da.
No.
That was Danny Phantom, right?
No.
You said Danny Phantom, right?
Okay. Next topic. So, if you guys have any ghost stories, we'd love to hear them. Just leave it below in the comments, and we'll check it out.
That's right. You know, because you ain't got to believe us. All right, do your own damn research.
And keep an open mind.
And a bold heart.
And most importantly...
Question... Everything.